In this video, I want to go over the action related to endorsing somebody on the LinkedIn platform. Endorsements is a great tactic to have in your back pocket to continue to nurture relationships and even spark a little bit more thoughtful conversation. So first, let me show you what endorsements means on the LinkedIn platform. And then secondly, we'll talk a little bit more about how you can implement this strategy to your advantage. So on somebody's LinkedIn profile, if you scroll down to the section of skills and endorsements, you'll see different criteria that the prospect gets to list, criteria that they say that they are skilled in. And you'll see here that Wayne says that he's good at business development, financial services, coaching. If you click more, you'll also see that here are other things that he has that he's listing as skills that he says he is good at. Now, what LinkedIn does is they make it easy for a third person to go on somebody's LinkedIn profile and endorse that person for the skill. This way, you as an individual can build up social proof to showcase to your prospects that other people actually agree with you that you are skilled in that criteria. So, what happens when you endorse somebody? Well, if you go onto somebody's LinkedIn profile, you can click on this plus icon. And what happens is LinkedIn will give you a little bit of a prompt, and it says help identify relevant opportunities and content for Wayne on LinkedIn. How good is Wayne at business development? And you could select he's good, he's very good, or he's highly skilled. And then it says, how do you know about Wayne's business development skills? You could say, well, we worked together. I managed him. I reported to him. We worked together indirectly. I heard about his skills from others, or none of the above. So here are the different criteria that you could select. And then if you select it, you could submit it. Now, how do you use this to your advantage? Well, oftentimes the goal of scaling your sales on LinkedIn is to develop enough serious conversations to build up a sales pipeline. If you have enough serious conversations in your sales pipeline, then it helps you create and nurture more conversations that can lead to sales calls, which can lead to profit, which can lead to general understanding of kind of how your market operates, and just create more fruitful opportunities for either yourself or your clients or whoever it is that you're trying to get results for. Now, there's different ways that we've talked about how you can develop serious conversations. You can do a message sequence, you can do direct outreach, you can send congratulatory messages, you can do organic engagement. However you want to develop conversations is fine, but what will inevitably happen is certain conversations might get stale. Someone might not have responded. Someone might not have answered a question the way that you thought that they were going to answer the question. Or maybe you were having a great conversation, but then for whatever reason, it got stale. They haven't responded in a week or two, and you're not really sure why or what happened. And this is the exact types of situations that I recommend endorsing people. Endorsements is a great opportunity to deliver some positive vibes in the hope that you can get some positive vibes back. So, here's how I think of endorsements. Whenever I have a sales pipeline and there's certain people that the conversation has been going, maybe we're talking, but I wouldn't classify it as serious, or maybe it is a serious conversation, but for whatever reason, they don't really seem like they're engaging. Or maybe you want to spark an old conversation. Sometimes what happens is somebody might say, I'm interested, but I need 30 days. No problem. We'll follow up in 30 days. In 30 days, that's a great opportunity to endorse that prospect before you reach back out to them. This way, you are controlling your position by offering them a little bit of positive goodwill to help them build up their own LinkedIn profile. And that's what I really want to convey here. Remember that endorsing somebody for a skill is ultimately helping them. It's building up their credibility, their profile. So use that to your advantage. So you'll see here that I'm going to choose that Wayne is highly skilled, and I'm going to say that we've worked together. And then I'm going to press submit. And that's it. Now it says you and 15 other people have given endorsements for this skill. And Wayne on the other end is going to get notified that he's been endorsed by me for this skill. So this way, if you're planning on getting back to a particular prospect, let's say maybe later this week, then today or earlier in the week, you can endorse them before you follow up with them. This way they get an email notification that you have endorsed them. you are now top of mind for them. And then when you follow up with them later in the week, it already hopefully creates a little bit more positive goodwill. You could also even reference your endorsement in your follow-up approach. This way, when you reach back out to them to see how they're doing, you can also let them know, hey, just want to make sure you saw, I was looking at your profile and it looks like you have a lot of interesting experience in this space. I know we were talking earlier, I wanted to go ahead and just endorse you for that skill. I know that that helps you get potential business opportunities, and I just wanted to, lend a hand to offer up any support. And when you do that, ultimately what you're doing is delivering goodwill, but also throwing it back on them to encourage them to engage back with you. Maybe they endorse you back, or ultimately you're just looking to potentially get on a sales call with them to try to build a relationship. So endorsements is a great opportunity for you to re-engage old prospects or just build up goodwill from people in your network.